We're in the home of Doug Traub in Huntington Beach. Doug, 8 years at the helm. I mean, that's a good chunk of time. Huh?
It was a great ride. Huntington Beach is a great place. I've enjoyed every minute of it here. And good to have you here in the house. Never had you here before. I should have had you over a long time ago.
Yeah, we took the tour of the house and everything. It's really nice. It is up for sale.
Yeah, the wine cellar was a bit of a surprise, I think, wasn't it, going down there into the catacombs?
That was, and some of the bodies that I think are still buried there.
That was the inspiration for Poe's Cask of Amontillado. You may not have known that, but we went down into that far corner where all those bricks are up on the wall. Don't ever tear that wall down after I'm gone. That's all I can say.
I like the secret bookcase myself to go into the private study.
Yes, Bruce Wayne would have been very proud of it as well, I think.
Take us back now at the beginning. You came to Huntington Beach. Really, we had an identity, but we still could have done more, and we did more. You brought the concept of branding to the city of Huntington Beach. Explain that a little bit.
Sure. When I came to Huntington Beach, we weren't doing anything really to promote the city beyond putting out a visitor's guide. And it was apparent that with all of our new hotels coming online and the need to really promote this city as a destination, that we needed to do more. So one of the first things I did when I came here was go about deriving a revenue source which would create more marketing funds available to promote the city. And so we created a business improvement district with the hotels, which created about $500,000 to $600,000 in revenue at the time. Well, when you get that kind of revenue to market, what's the best way to go about promoting your city? And the best way to do that is figure out what makes your place different or unique than more different than anywhere else on the planet. And after an extensive study that went over a year, we really boiled it down to the unique essence of Huntington Beach can be distilled in the 3 words, Surf City USA. That is the identity, that is the soul, that is what is authentic about Huntington Beach. And so we then went about promoting Huntington Beach as Surf City USA and creating a whole brand identity that went along with it.
Okay, again, branding. If somebody's watching this video on HB Cool right now saying, gee, what really truly is branding? Is branding, gee, is it advertising? Is it what define the essence of branding, and then, again, how it relates to the city of Huntington Beach.
Sure. Branding is nothing more than creating some kind of emotional link that resonates in the heart of a consumer for a product. So, for instance, the example I always like to use is when you go to the grocery store and you see all these rice product cereals on the shelf, what's the difference between one and the other? They're all little dried up, crispy pieces of rice. However, one of them maybe would come to mind amongst the generation that grew up in the 60s, Snap, Crackle, Pop. When you think Snap, Crackle, Pop, immediately Rice Krispies, you have an emotional connection to that cereal for some reason. Well, that's the same thing we want to do with southern beach cities in California, because essentially, what's the difference between Manhattan Beach, Long Beach, Laguna Beach, Newport Beach, Seal Beach? It's one long string of beaches, and outside of our immediate area, they all blend together in somebody's mind. How do we get that to stand out and make Huntington Beach a unique entity all to itself? That was the whole point of our branding initiative, and we looked at several different platforms, one of which was Surf City USA, and after our consumer testing was done, and we also tested the residents of the city, that's when we decided that that was the way to go, and we decided to hang our flag there, and that's what we've done ever since.
Right. And now having the Surf City USA branded products that will really truly reach around the world, right?
What we've done is something that's never been done in the history of destination marketing before. I'm very proud to have started here, and that is taking your brand for a destination. It's talked all the time in different destinations. We're branding our destination, but the truth of it is we're really creating slogans and ad platforms for most destinations. When you think of Virginia's for lovers, when you think of I love New York, when you think of what stays in Las Vegas, stays in Las Vegas, these are all slogans. And yes, there can be t-shirts, yes, there can be pens, there can be coffee cups. Those are all souvenir products that are tied to a destination slogan. What we did was actually create a consumer brand, a lifestyle brand that's much bigger almost than the destination itself. It can be truly representative of any kind of product that represents something you'd use in a California beach city, of which Huntington Beach is the best example. So for instance, you could have root beer product, you could have bicycle product, you could have flip-flops, sunglasses, t-shirts. There's a number of different products that immediately come to mind when you conjure up the typical Southern California beach vacation and Surf City, USA. So what we want to do is make those two identities interchangeable. So anywhere on the globe, we have people walking around with Surf City, USA products, and in essence, advertising our city and paying a royalty back to us to promote the city with as well. It's a symbiotic relationship that I predict one day will become picked up by other cities across the world.
That's an excellent strategy. Looking back now, what would be some of your fond memories of the city of Huntington Beach?
No, there's no place like it on the planet. This is nirvana. I mean, this is a great place. The weather is perfect. The sun is always shining. You got great people here. You have this laid-back, really open atmosphere. You have a great downtown. You have a city that's on the rise. I mean, there's nothing you could say about Huntington except great, great things. So I'll miss it a lot.
All right, Doug. Thanks a lot for all your work.
Appreciate that. Thanks, Matt.